Marathon. As promised, we have a reboxing video for Metal Gear Solid, the board game. This one was an interesting one because when I first was unboxing the game, I thought that the top tray there'd be storage. There's a plastic cover, and I thought there would be storage opportunities in that plastic cover, but there really isn't. It's an oddly designed cover. So I'll show you how I basically just fit everything in here. Obviously, rule books are just sitting on top there, all the other books. These two tiles, which can just kind of be laid anywhere except for, just don't put them underneath the dice because the dice are just barely fitting in there. There's really no spot for these, the tank and the Rex. So they just kind of lay on top, and the dice. I kept the dice in the bag so they don't roll around, and you'll see why, because I needed the space that they were sitting in, that I initially thought they would be in. So, in my opinion, hold on to the bag to keep your dice all in one spot. Okay, this part is very self-explanatory. All of these larger map tiles, there's a huge stack of them. I haven't even counted them yet, but they just all sit right there. And when they do, and everything's flush underneath them, they come flush with the top of the tray here. From here, it's a little bit of a nesting process for the various smaller sized map tiles. So you have your, what I'm going to call the medium size tile. There's just two of them. They are next, and they're sitting on top of a couple other things here. So you'll notice 1, 2, 3. These are kind of spread out amongst each other. And there is this little cutout here, which, you know, this kind of fits in, but sticks up a little bit. I don't know. I was able to get these, and they fit kind of perfectly right here. Just laid out 1, 2, 3 like that. These are slightly larger than these three right here, which I was able to tuck in next to the memory box. So, but that fits, and I can easily remember that those go there. This is the small map tile. You know, I guess we could try and squeeze like these in right here, maybe. I haven't thought about that. These player boards here are really getting warped. Again, don't throw away those little silica packs, but these things are really just all over the place, but just need to be flattened out. There is a nice little cutout right here. This is the only thing that like truly makes sense. So what's interesting is there's all these little weird cutouts here. You know, I would think, oh, these are to hold the guards in down below, but they're not, because they're sticking up. They're sticking the wrong direction. Or like this right here. Oh, I'll put some tokens in here. Well, no, I mean, nothing really fits in there that all of them fit in there, and then they're really hard to get out. Nothing's going to fit in these half cutouts. This is too shallow to fit anything. This is even more shallow, and I'm pretty sure this is just there to keep the cards down because this side is higher. So really, it's just kind of an oddly contoured box lid, except for the area where you're nesting the boards. So I'll put them back in there here in a minute, but let's just move this out of the way. So all the miniatures obviously have not been touched. The cards are where they were, and the memory box is still empty. I did take these three tiles though, which are slightly smaller than these three tiles, if you can see that. And they are short enough that they were able to go in next to the nesting box. So that's where they're gonna live, right there. Now the rest of this is basically all the rest of the punch outs fit into here, and you can see there's a lot of stuff. So I needed this space for punch outs as opposed to putting the dice in here. I guess I could have like overfilled some of these other ones, but I like the way things are organized now. So let's just kind of go over how I chose to organize them. So let me get off the rule book here too, because some of this will help make sense of what the tokens are called. So I'm going to lay this right here so you guys can still kind of see it. I know it's kind of dark, but all right. So here we have all of these damage tokens. There's 1s, 5s, 10s on the other side of the 5s, and then these some kind of split. I don't know what the black ones are, but these are all the damage tokens. They're just kind of mixed in there. The big ones are kind of off to the left here, but all of those are right there. Then we've got everything in this row. Boom, 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 boom. You'll notice that these are kind of colorful, and then these two over here are just black and red. I know the ammo tokens are to put on cards that use ammo. I'm assuming the charge tokens are the same for something that doesn't use like a bullet, that's a charge weapon. So those two things went in here, and all the rest of the equipment that's colorful went next to it. All right, everybody with me? The dead guard tokens, the KO guard tokens, they went in over here where the dice were, as well as there were two itty bitty little things. This is the camera one, and I'm not sure what this one is. This, must be some kind of changes the reading order. I don't know. But these were too big to fit anywhere else, so they kind of go in here and have to be leaned over just a little bit so they don't stick up. But I think they're okay the way they are. Anyways, the last thing I have in here are what I believe to be boss specific tokens. So I'm gonna guess that these crosshair tokens are maybe for Ocelot, and these I'm pretty sure are for because they say Sniper Wolf tokens. So we've got our tokens to pull out for when we're defeating the soldiers, and some boss specific tokens in here. On top of that, the only thing I put in a baggie are the little tiny action tokens for your character. These are easily the smallest tokens. I didn't want to, and inevitably would have filtered down into the bottom of any one of these wells. So I didn't want these to be hard to track down or to lose any of them. So I baggied these, and they easily fit right there on top. Here I have all square, but these are all kind of hero specific tiles. So the alert tiles, ghosts, not ghosts, the camo tokens for shadow, and the fate tokens for the characters here, or focus tokens. Sorry, focus tokens. So those are all right here. Here I have all of the unlockables that I still need to, this is one of the most confusing parts of the rule book there, was those and what to do with those. And everything's got to kind of go in there at just a little bit of an angle. And a whole bunch of these file tokens, they look like this, all on one side. And then there's an A, B, and C objective token, A, B, C, D objective tokens. And then everything else is right here. So these are the camera tokens. These are whatever these are going to be used for. Tokens, all the other and just square tokens that are not hero specific are right here. So there you go. That is how I decided to organize everything, making it so that I can easily find stuff in the future. Everything fits. Again, the dice have to sit on top there, but it's fine. They just barely fit. So let's watch all of this go back in. So here is our plastic cover. We're going to slide this on. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do these three first. Boom, boom, boom. Then I'm going to put these in, which are definitely going to need to be squished down there. And then let's see how that works with the where'd my three small things go? They're right here. These guys are going to go right here. They do kind of fit there nicely, so we're going to see if they will stay there. The small one's going to go, and then the two medium-sized ones are going to go. It's a little bit higher, but it's not bad, and it's just going to help squish everything down when these nice, big, heavy ones get plopped on top. So I'm actually liking that. I think that's going to work out pretty well. And then we'll put some here and some of those there. And there you go. That's going to do it. You can kind of tell where the dice are when you push on it. I would not put anything heavy on it. on top of it that's smaller than it, because there is actually some air in there between the rule books and the top of the box lid, so you could, you know, damage your box lid by putting something too heavy on top of that. But other than that, that's everything stored in the box. Again, nothing, no components outside of what came with the game were included, except for one little baggie. But I'm hoping you have a baggie sitting around somewhere. Other than that, everything was just using the tray they provided. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.